today I noticed that after I restarted the headset, we were here. When we come here by default, it means there's been a software update. I guess when I factory reset my headset, I forgot to turn off the auto updates. This thing right here. So that was on, and I didn't realize what happened. And while I was not paying attention, it updated to version 66. It's not a big deal. It's just that I like to make these videos before the update so that I can look at things, so that I can check out stuff and see what's going to be different. But because it did it on its own, and again, the only reason I thought to look was because we ended up in this environment, and that always happens during a software update. And then I saw version 66 and oh shit. So here we are, version 66. I don't know if anything changed. I don't know what's supposed to change because I haven't seen anything. And so usually you go to what's new, and they're always a version behind. So, you know, usually to find it right before you do the update, it gives you this little link you could click on and it takes you there. I never have the foresight to save that in my browser history so that I can actually go back. So I don't know how to get there. So I don't know what's different. We're just gonna have to look and see if there's anything different. So let's go to experimental first. That's the same. That came out with, I think, 65. It might have come out sooner. I just never noticed it. But now you can have an external microphone plugged in. This also came out with the last update. One of the last updates. What the hell is that? Wrist meta button. What is the wrist meta button? Use the meta button on wrist to summons. What do you mean on wrist? Alright, I'm guessing that's new. So let's turn it on and see what happens. It doesn't say that it requires a restart. I don't see anything. I don't know. I don't know what that. Maybe it involves. Oh shit! Look at that. Well, that's kind of neat. Oh, that is really neat, actually. Well, that menu button only works in the game, in games anyway. Well, that's kind of cool, actually. Huh. Alright, so yeah, that's new. But if this menu button really only works in game, these buttons shouldn't. That doesn't make any sense, because unless you're playing a game where you don't need the controllers, because usually when you play games that only use the controllers, you can't even do this stuff, right? I mean, we could try it. We can try opening up a game and see if it works. But if that is the only thing, actually, let's check something, which I'm pretty sure is not. I wonder. And that still doesn't work. I don't think they're ever going to do that. By that I mean that you pinch and it allows you to teleport. So I'm guessing that these buttons are only going to work in games that allow you to do no controllers, just hands only. I just want to see if these buttons work within an app, because what would be the point of having these buttons if the only time you can use them is home environment? Because this button doesn't even work in the home environment. This is an in-game button. Thank you. There we go. Oh, I forgot that that's how this starts. So you're just gonna see a black screen, but I can see my room. I don't care about this right now. I just care about this. And I don't know if you can see my hands, because I can see, all I see are my hands. I can kind of see a silhouette. So I don't know if you can see my hands, but I can see the buttons. So what happens if I push that? Okay, see, it works. So if I push it again, menu goes away. So the buttons on the wrists, so the buttons are only going to be used for games that allow you to use just your hands. Now what does that mean? Did they do that just for the hell of it? Or does that mean that they are expecting to have more apps and games where you're just going to use your hands and you don't need to use the controllers? That would be nice, because I haven't seen too many new games that do that. But it could just be a novelty to have that there, and they just did that for the hell of it. Okay, so let's try it again one more time. So you push that, look at that. Go back. Again, I don't know if you can actually see my hands right now. Hopefully you can see the buttons. Alright, summer theme here. I always trick myself into believing that the visuals are better after a software update, and then I compare them and they're not. It's the same thing. But yeah, it looks like that's the only real change that I could tell, is that when you go into just hand tracking, now you have those little buttons on your wrist. That still works though. That would be cool if you could do that and touch the buttons. I don't know if the hand tracking has actually gotten better or worse, I'll be honest with you. I have a fair amount of light in this room, and it doesn't do so well. I don't know, maybe there's something that needs to be calibrated, but who knows. Yeah, I think that's the only thing. The wrist meta button. I don't think anything else has changed. I want to believe that the menu changes a little bit every time, but I don't know. Again, it could just be my imagination. So yeah, I guess that's it. So that's kind of cool. Version 66. At least they're still putting stuff out and including the Quest 2. That's nice. And yeah, I guess that's a cool little feature. But that's about it. If you enjoyed this video, even though I'll be honest with you, I'm still kind of annoyed. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you want me to feel better, subscribe, leave a comment. That always makes me feel better. And with any luck, I'll see you in the next video. And until then, take care.